Okay, 2021 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Just figured I'd do a follow-up video on a lot of the questions I got around the suspension and wheel tire setup and everything. So this is a lift kit provided by Ekstrom Designs out of Utah. The owner is phenomenal. He's very helpful. If you give him a call, he actually kind of went above and beyond just to help out with certain installation questions I had. And so anyway, highly recommended there. The kit is $904, and it includes a shim kit, a bumper shim kit, which basically, if you look at the front bumper, you can see it's pushed out about an inch or so to allow for that additional clearance on a 35-inch tire. It comes with a bump stop extension kit, a steering kit, 3-inch shackles for the back, which just basically allows for 1 3/4 inch lift on the back. I think the front is about a 1-inch lift, but definitely levels out the truck. It comes with a polyurethane bushing kit, a bearing drop kit. I think that's about it, but very high quality components. I did not install them, but it wasn't like a massive job, so I had a local place do it, and then they did an alignment and it was good to go. But I did want to quickly talk about, like, settling into the suspension. And basically what happens is you have to remove the front and rear like little mud flaps, obviously, to fit a 35-inch tire. These are 35 by 12 and a half 18s. And the only other issue was on the front. There's not a lot of clearance, even though you push the bumper out about an inch, like this way. There's some rubbing on the bottom part of the inner fender liner. So essentially, I took a Dremel and I just cut out this area right here. So it's about the size of my hand, roughly. I cut that out. It probably doesn't look great on video, but honestly, from 1.5 feet, 2 feet away, you don't even notice it really, because it kind of blends in with the other factory vents. So that was kind of the biggest thing, is just turning the wheel full stop and look at where it's rubbing, take a Dremel, trim it out, and that's pretty much it. So now I can go full lock, no issues at all. I do have the TRD Pro sway bars, you can see kind of hanging out back there. I've got the front and I've got the rear. And then the other questions people had were about the wheels. So these are AGP Pro 18-inch by 9-inch. They're eBay. They're $199 each, and they're all the same offset. So it's a square setup. Much more aggressive offset than the factory TRD Pro BBS wheels. These are a plus 18 offset. And someone made a comment about how Americans go and, will put heavy wheels on a car just so it looks good. And I forget his exact comments, but the funny thing was I did a little research after. The wheels are heavy. I mean, they're huge, right? And especially the tires. But regardless, these wheels, even though they're not factory, TRD or Toyota BBS wheels, they're actually not that much heavier than the stock BBS forged wheels. So these are 30 pounds each. And from my research, the BBS wheels that come stock on this vehicle are 28 pounds. So 2-pound difference. Is it noticeable? It was slightly, but it's really not a big deal. And honestly, I'm more of a form over function. 2 pounds of unsprung weight, to me, doesn't really mean that much in terms of how your vehicle looks. I like the concave part of the wheel. Like, I don't know if you can see it that good there, but it's just a lot nicer than the, you know, I think the design is nice. Anyway, so what else? Yeah, I'm not running spacers. I did on my, if you look at my first video, when I first got the car, I had the stock wheels with the KO2s, and I did have to put spacers. I bought like 1.5" Bora spacers, very high quality spacers, but I'd rather run wheels without spacers. So the cool thing was I sold my BBS stock wheels for I think like 1,800, maybe $2,000, I don't remember. And then basically I put this whole setup free of charge, right? All new wheels, brand new tires. Nitto Ridge Grapplers are the way to go. I think they're better than the KO2s. And they're definitely better looking. I feel like they drive better, they're less noisy. And you have, what's really cool about these is you have a choice of sidewall tread pattern. So I chose this one with like the teeth here. If you look at the other side of the tire, they're basically like squares like this all the way around, which also looks cool, but I just chose to do this. So what else? I think that's pretty much it. Wanted to clear that up. So this side you can see with the fender liner, I trimmed from here up, over and down. So again, it's like the size of half of my hand. Cut that out for clearance, and no more rubbing. So that's it for that. Any more questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.